Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And this one's right there, and that pushes the lead to 13-10. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report.
So that's it for us. We'll go back now to Chicago for the start of the second half.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken near the 13. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. But that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. And they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
On second down, here's Trubisky. And his throw is incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. Trubisky will throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. On 1st and 10, Tannehill looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Tannehill now, the give to Ajayi. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So it'll be 1st down here after the run. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
This is Ajayi. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that's going to make it 4th down. And Aguayo's kick is good, and that's going to tie us at 13. So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but at least it does draw them back level.
And that has to be job 1. A touchdown certainly would have been nice, but here you get back on even terms, and now you get the rest of the second half to try and get yourselves in front.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Let's go. 3-19.
Trubisky with the give to Howard. Oh, good move. And some space here. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have broken the tie. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. So now here come the Dolphins. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
They run again with Ajayi. Ajayi's gonna go. He's at the 40. Past the 20, 10, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Ajayi, 78 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
This will be taken about the 12. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Jordan Howard and the rest of the offense heading back out there. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They go with Howard again, and he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
This is Cohen. He's to the 10, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Bears have broken the tie.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And they will take a 7-point lead now. Just a 4-play drive that time. And a long run there in the end to top it off. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A chance for us now to discuss Jay Ajayi. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. They go play action here on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Second down now after the incompletion. They run with Ajayi. Space to maneuver at the 40. Jay Ajayi's going to go. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jay Ajayi with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Watch him now, Barney. Hurry up, here we go. Green, 3.
A give left side to Howard. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Watch him now, Barney. Watch him now, Barney. No. Check. Patriots. All right, now, look at 56.
Trubisky, draw play, gets to Howard. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
All right, here we go. Over.
White, the man in motion. This is Howard on 2nd down. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Back now at Soldier Field. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Set. 3-19. Gun.
This is Cohen on the toss. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bears have broken the tie. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. So that drive, 4 plays, and it's capped off by a 13-yard touchdown run. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. The Dolphins on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lock behind it. Wow. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
And he's brought down after a good gain. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On first down, they run with Howard. He'll have another first down and more. Now he'll be shoved to the turf that time. Right there at the 43. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that second down play.
No, it's all on your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. Now Trubisky to throw. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. That's no good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. From the 50, it's Tannehill. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he's brought down. Tannehill with a hook up to Parker for the Dolphin first. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. To the air again, Tannehill. Catch here, left side, Thomas. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Throwing again is Tannehill. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. Through an opening, and there he goes. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they're going to go for 2. Back to the air, Trubisky after the pick-6. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Boy, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. 23 yards on the play.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. Now they nabbed the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And now it's second down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Again, Tannehill. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Dolphins on third down, not good, 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Tannehill throwing again. And that will be incomplete as well.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now Tannehill. And this is caught. He hits Landry. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
To throw on second down is Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Third and long, it's Tannehill. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenny Stills, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Give to Howard running left. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Again, it's Howard. Ooh, the juke. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
All right, here we go.
Trying the right side with Howard. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now. Give to Howard. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Eddie Goldman in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And it's caught by Parker. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 23 yards on the play. And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Tannehill. And he finds Stills, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenny Stills, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So the drive there took 6 plays. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Bears, and it appears they're going to win this game. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now we'll get whistles, and they signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play.
No, check, Patriot, Patriot. 4 down, check, 4 down. Hurry up, here we go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Patriot.
On the handoff, this is Howard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times and 8 chances. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
The slot man in motion right.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now let's go. Over. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.
March Mike. Outside's coming. Boom, all day.